Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to Chippy Gaming. So as 2023 draws to a close, I wanted to make a video talking about the future of Terraria. As you know, 2023 has been a strange year in the Terraria community with some obvious lows but some very high highs as well. Today I want to look back on all of the things we've learned in 2023 and of course talk about what gets me excited for 2024. And while on the topic of 2024, one of my New Year's resolutions is to drink less coffee and take more naps. And that leads me to the sponsor of today's video, Manta. Manta believe in enabling better lives through regular sleeping and regular napping. And I believe that because I've been testing out the Manta Sleep Mask Pro. And for me, this has been a bit of a game changer. Now, I am somebody that does enjoy a good nap. I just woke up from one. Can you tell? But listen, if it's daytime and there's light beaming in, I can't nap because I need complete darkness, I need complete blackout. Thanks to the C-shaped eye cup design, it just wraps around your eyes like little pillows blocking out any light and just being so comfortable. And also, there's a mesh that encourages airflow with these little holes inside, but they also act like a pillow as well because they go all the way around. And if you sleep on your side, which is how I sleep, there's no pressure, no tension, it just feels right. Manta also sent me their cool eye cups. These are an accessory for the mask. You bang them in the freezer and wait until they get really cold. And if you're somebody that suffers from headaches like I do, I get sinus headaches a lot, these are a game changer. The Sleep Mask Pro also comes with a travel bag, which is really handy because I'm definitely traveling with this. And they even come with earplugs. So if you would like to take your napping game to the next level, head to my special link in the description and make sure to use code Chippy for 10% off. Now, we can't look back on this year without first acknowledging that the start of the year was a very rough time for Relogic, as we learned back in February that Line 4's, aka Jason, had unfortunately passed away. Now, before this unfortunate news, in January of 2023, work actually began on Terraria's next update, version 1.4.5. In the statement that followed the news, Relogic spoke about taking the torch and creating things that would make Jason smile, and I feel like that's been a bit of a trend this year. So moving on to something more positive then, one of the big things we can look forward to in 2024 is that update, which once began as a small update, but has now feature creeped into something much larger, and I want to talk about that. If you haven't been following the news this year, there has been so many spoilers for this update, and it all looks incredible. I'll give you a quick recap by talking about my 10 favorite things that we've seen so far. And I'll say, there were so many spoilers that I actually struggled to put this list together. Since we haven't had a ton of spoilers recently, it's given me the headspace to really think about this and think about what I'll probably look at first once the update is out. And I think the thing I'm most excited for is actually the Skyblock seed, which blew my mind too because I've never played Skyblock in Terraria, but after learning about all the tweaks Relogic are making to make this seed extra special, I feel like I'm gonna sink about 50 hours into this thing. Now, the second thing I'm most excited for is more Summoners Whips. I am such a fan of the Summoners class, but I will admit in pre-hard mode, it does get a little samey, especially between the Snap Thorn and the Spinal Tap, so I'm excited to see some more variety in the class. Also, let's not forget, we're getting the Mushroom Boy summon from Dead Cells, so not only are we getting new whips, we're also getting a new Summoner's weapon as well. After that, and I've spoken about this a million times this year, it's that new lighting system. It just looks so good. Then it's likely the secret seed menu and all of the different combinations that can be found. The reworked phase blades really caught my eye this year. I think these look incredible. I personally never use phase blades in Terraria, so I'm excited to actually give them a go. Now, the magic yo-yo bag comes up next, and I feel like this is finally going to give me a reason to go back to yo-yos. I was such a big yo-yo fan back when 1.3 launched, but since then, I don't really use them too much, so I'm excited to have another reason to go back. Now, this is actually one of the most recent spoilers, but it's so exciting. Fish will finally appear in the water when you're fishing. I love this. After that, and although we've only heard one new track, I'm very excited to hear some new music in the update. Obviously, I played Terraria a lot, and I know that this is going to be a big deal for me. After that, I'm really excited about the Velociraptor and the bat transformations. I feel like both of these just look really cool. I don't know how much I'll use them, but I think they're neat. And then finally, following the tree versus axe war, I'm actually quite excited for the Senax pet. Not everybody is super keen about the fact that it chops down trees. Hey, it does this very slowly, and we haven't seen an actual spoiler for this, but they did say we'd also be getting an axorang, which is a boomerang that also cuts down trees. I think that's going to be kind of fun. Now, as far as the release window goes, we have no idea when 1.4.5 will be launching. I imagine probably in the first half of the year, but we do know that they are attempting to release it on all platforms simultaneously like they did with 1.4.5. So whether you play on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, mobile, or Switch, you should hopefully have the update the same day as everyone else. Now, following this, I want to talk about crossplay because I feel quite a few of you missed my video when they shared some big news about this a couple of months ago. Every time we get a spoiler that looks like crossplay, so many of you reach out and ask why I didn't acknowledge it, and that's because we learned back in October that Terraria crossplay is in active development, although I don't know if it'll be 2024. So in their last big update about the topic, they did say, please note that we do not expect crossplay to be available until a while after Terraria 1.4.5 releases and all hotfixes, etc. are complete. Crossplay will take place in 2 phases. This is only phase 1. So let's say I'm completely wrong about the release window of 1.4.5 and it comes out in January or February, which I don't believe is going to happen. That could leave a possibility where at the very end of the year, we finally get to see crossplay in Terraria. Crossplay is just one of those features where it could completely revolutionize Terraria's community because it brings players together, players that might not have had the chance to play together. It strengthens that bond, that love for the game. I hope it's a big success. Finally, there's 2 other things I'm really excited about in 2024. The first one is Starlight River. It's a mod for Terraria that I just adore, and this year I've played through what's available twice and I've fallen so deeply in love. I really hope that in 2024 we'll get to see the next chapter of this mod. Just anything, I'll take O. And this last one is complete wishful thinking, but hopefully in 2024 we'll find out if it's true. I've had a theory since the launch of 1.4.4 that Easter egg to Stardew Valley, where a portal opens up, goes both ways. I thoroughly believe that in Stardew Valley, at some point, a portal will open up to Terraria. Now, Stardew Valley is working on update 1.6, and if it does release in 2024, which I imagine it will, we will finally find out if my theory is correct. I would love it to be true so much. But that's it for today. What are you excited about in 2024? And how have you felt this year in the Terraria community has gone? There's been so much fun stuff that has happened this year. The tree versus axe war, Red's rise on the Terraria forums, r/place. I got the chance to play with the developers this year. How strange was that? I even got the chance to make an official spoiler with the new Twins music track. And let's not forget, somebody built a computer inside of Terraria. It's been a great year. Right, that's about it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.